This morning, the entire film world exploded with shocking news. Sam Heughan, the star of the Outlander series, will officially become the new face of James Bond in the long-awaited film called Bond Resurrection. This information was confirmed by Eon Productions at a grand press conference in London, turning this event into a global focal point. When Sam stepped onto the stage, his luxurious black suit hugged his muscular body, making the entire audience breathless. Hundreds of lenses flashed continuously, turning the place into a sparkling sea of light. But it was his calm and charming smile that made the crowd burst into endless cheers. From a Scottish soldier on screen to the legendary 007 spy icon, that is the journey that fans have been whispering about in rumors. And now, it has come true. Producer Barbara Broccoli shared we were looking for a James Bond who was both classic and fresh enough to usher in a new era. Sam not only had the ideal appearance, but also possessed emotional depth, an element that we wanted to emphasize in this Bond image. It is known that Sam surpassed more than 300 global candidates, including Hollywood A-list stars. The selection process lasted for months, with rigorous challenges from physical tests, psychological acting to simulated dangerous action scenes. He had to demonstrate his ability to fight with bare hands, use tactical guns, and play the role in tense situations that required both coolness and sophistication. The result, Sam proved that he was not only handsome, but also had all the qualities of a new generation Bond. Before taking on the role, Sam underwent 6 months of rigorous training. He followed a strict diet, practiced mixed martial arts, practiced tactical shooting, and even learned special intelligence skills. A trainer who worked with British Special Forces revealed Sam was so serious that he could not afford to make even the slightest mistake. Every punch, every look on screen had to exude the true spirit of Bond. Not only that, he is also trained to drive all kinds of supercars, from the classic Aston Martin DB5 to new electric supercars preparing for heart-stopping chases, an indispensable trademark of the 007 series. A completely different Bond. The movie Bond Resurrection is expected to open a new era. Instead of the image of an invincible super spy, this time Bond will be exploited deeply into the inner self, a person with many past wounds, but still standing firm in the face of global challenges. Sam himself also shared at the press conference. Bond is not just an action icon. He is a human being with scars, with conflicts. I want the audience to see both his strength and his moments of weakness. Another special point is that the image of the Bond girl has also changed. This time, the female lead is not simply a passing lover, but will be a strategic ally on par with Bond, contributing to creating a story that balances action and emotion. The producer hinted that the female character will be built with unprecedented depth in the series. Explosive reaction from fans. Immediately after the announcement, social media exploded. The hashtag #YourSamAsBond rose to the top 1 trending worldwide in just 15 minutes. Thousands of fan art videos recreating Bond scenes with Sam's face, along with a series of supportive comments, flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. A longtime fan in Scotland emotionally wrote, "Finally, a Scottish James Bond like Sean Connery. Sam will bring 007 back to his glory days." However, there were also skeptical opinions. Some thought that the romantic image in Outlander might be difficult to reconcile with Bond's coldness. But Sam just smiled and replied, "Give me a chance and you will see a James Bond you have never imagined before." Behind the scenes with many secrets. According to inside sources, director Christopher Nolan was invited, but declined due to his busy schedule. In the end, the director's chair was given to Kari Joji Fukunaga, who had a successful career with No Time to Die, to both maintain continuity and bring a new breath. The film is expected to be shot in many magnificent settings, Ancient London, romantic Paris, luxurious Dubai, the majestic Alps, and a mysterious island in the Pacific. Notably, the opening scene of the film will last up to 15 minutes of continuous action, breaking all previous records of the series. The most emotional moment at the press conference happened when a reporter asked Sam, "What does playing Bond mean to you?" Sam suddenly choked up, his eyes filled with emotion. "I was a boy growing up in a small town in Scotland, sitting in front of the screen, watching Sean Connery in that suit, and dreaming of wearing that outfit one day. Today, that dream has come true." The entire audience was silent for a moment, then burst into a long applause. At that moment, the audience saw not only a star, but also a child who had just reached the biggest dream of his life. And now, with Bond Resurrection, Sam Heughan has entered a new chapter in the history of world cinema. And today, that dream has come true. I just want to say to everyone who is pursuing their dreams, never give up. The auditorium exploded with a standing ovation. The entire audience stood up, giving Sam unprecedented admiration. In that moment, his eyes lit up with pride mixed with responsibility, as if he was ready to shoulder the legacy of more than 60 years of James Bond. Release date and huge expectations. Bond Resurrection is scheduled to be released globally in November next year on the 63rd anniversary of the first James Bond film. Experts believe that this will be one of the highest-grossing blockbusters in history, thanks to the appeal of Sam Heughan and the bold brand revival strategy. With this role, Sam will not only stand shoulder to shoulder with legends such as Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig, but also open a new chapter full of challenges, but also brilliant in his career. Immediately after the announcement, Sam's schedule was packed, from script meetings, action scene rehearsals, to promotional poster shoots. But most notably, Sam performed 90% of the stunts himself instead of relying on stuntmen. The scenes made the entire crew hold their breath. One of the first scenes filmed in Dubai, Bond had to run along the edge of a 70-story building while a helicopter chased him. Despite the state-of-the-art safety harness system, Sam still made the whole crew sweat as he walked to the edge of the building without showing any signs of anxiety. One member recalled, "If the wind had been a little stronger, it would have been extremely dangerous." But Sam walked steadily as if he were walking on a red carpet. He always said, "If I don't believe it, the audience won't believe it either." Another scene in Switzerland was even more dangerous. Bond had to ski down a slope at 120 km/h, then jump from a cliff onto a helicopter. Sam spent more than 3 weeks practicing just to get the jump at the right angle. The secret to steel fitness. To maintain his form, Sam followed a 2-session workout regimen: cardio in the morning, strength training, and combat skills in the afternoon. His personal trainer revealed Sam has a will of steel. No matter how tight the filming schedule is, he never misses a workout session. In addition to physical strength, Sam also learned survival skills, picking locks in 10 seconds, using a tactical knife, and even swimming in cold water for 5 minutes. All of which directly served the survival scenes in the film. The Outlander family spoke out. When the news of Sam becoming Bond reached the Outlander set, the whole crew was equally moved. Katrina Balfe, a longtime co-star, said, "I know you will be a global icon one day, but Bond, don't forget Jamie Fraser." Richard Rankin humorously posted on Instagram, "I wonder if the new Bond will be as good a horse rider as Jamie Fraser." Even Diana Gabaldon, the author of the Outlander novels, wrote, "Sam is the perfect choice for Bond. He has the sophistication, strength, and heart that a true 007 needs." Those wishes touched Sam. In an interview, he admitted, "Outlander is my family. Today's success is partly due to their trust and companionship over the years. The pressure of 007, of course with glory comes enormous pressure. James Bond has existed for more than 6 decades, and any actor who puts on the suit has to face harsh comparisons. Speaking to the BBC, Sam frankly said, "I respect all the previous Bonds, but I don't want to copy anyone. I will bring a Bond that is both classic and modern." Director Cary Joji Fukunaga added, "Sam is not trying to be Daniel Craig or Sean Connery. He creates a Bond with more psychological depth, but still retains the cool and charming." Scenes to look forward to. A source revealed the 15-minute opening scene will see Bond chasing his enemies in a speedboat amid fireworks before ending with a duel on the roof of Tower Bridge, promising to be the most impressive opening scene in 007 history. In addition, the script also exploits Bond's secret past, a personal tragedy that has never been mentioned, making the audience see the character from a completely new angle. Predicted revenue and expectations. As soon as the image of Sam in the Bond suit appeared, the film industry began to predict revenue. Many experts believe that Bond Resurrection will surpass the $1 billion mark thanks to the combination of the legendary brand and Sam's loyal fan base. One blogger commented, "Sam brings the freshness that the Bond brand needs. He is not only a handsome actor, but also has enough power to make the audience believe that he is Bond." Sam's promise. In his final interview before filming began in Paris, Sam stood before dozens of reporters and declared, "I know the audience has high expectations. I promise to put all my energy, heart, and respect into living up to the name James Bond." He smiled, raised his martini, and said the classic line, "Shaken, not stirred." Another round of applause echoed through the auditorium. At that moment, there was no doubt in anyone's mind. Sam Heughan was not only the new Bond, but the most memorable Bond for years to come.